Today, I'm going to draw a simple breakfast I had in this morning. Boiled eggs and a glass of water. The first, I start with a light pencil and sketch to set up a simple composition. Then next, I want to create a cool and slightly the retro mood, so I choose the kinds of color like ultramarine blues and grass green colors, then yellow. Now use colored pencil to edit loose, but it just a bold line. You don't need to be perfect. And keep the lines a bit rough and edit simple shading. It's nice when the texture feels natural and a little bit of alive. It always looks so natural. Just a little bit of, just drawing a little bit of shading, not too much. And you don't need to be perfect. Just draw the rough line. And when drawing the glass, begin by adding some darker tones as a base. I kept this part a little rough too. As I say, you don't make it a very perfect line and you don't need to drawing very clear and to be perfect. Just make it rough naturally. So make this shading and drawing just a simple, following the just a simple line. And when drawing the table, now paint the tablecloth with watercolor. Use quick and light strokes. A little bit of like that color softly reflect into the glass as well. Just a step by step, layer the colors and lightly add some shadow areas. Then use an ultramarine colored pencil to edit the texture after that you layer that through the watercolors. Just smoothly layering step by step, one by one. And you keep it up the layering, and then after that you make the smoothly the shadows lightly, not too much. And after that, refine the lines and deepen the darker areas with your colored pencil. Just drawing freely and make the lines on the table. It was too like layering on the table. Drawing the simple shadow lines, and then after that, make sure that your rough lines in the drawing and expressions, some kinds of like a deeper shadow on your drawing. It more looks alive. And then for the egg, fill up the volume, and I added a slightly warm tone to the egg, white match the yolk, so it looks more appetizing. Keep it light, don't make it too dark. Drawing naturally. The important thing is to just follow the natural line. Not to be clear, express the little and light shadow lines, not too much. And edit shadows just gently, but don't overdo it. As I say, just lightly. It looks more delicious, right? The one thing that is important is the shadow lines. If you overdo it, it looks so heavy. So I like to drawing just like lightly shadowing. And I like to drawing the one color, like the egg yolk, and white is using the same kinds of color. Looks more delicious. And the other things, drizzle the olive oil. Then let's make a small detail. I squeeze out all the olive oil from small tubes. It was so cute. Try to show a slightly the glossy oil texture. Leave the top part more transparent so it feels like it's flowing from the eggs. I also added a bit of details in the olive oil, and also the important thing is drawing a little bit of shadow. I'm not gonna drawing like to be perfect and realistic, but the small expression, the small detail looks more delicious and a little close to realistic. I bought this small and tiny cute tubes from the Temu. It's so adorable. I like to collecting the small things. And drawing a little details more. And now also added a bit of salt detail. I heard that warm mineral salt water in the morning when you drink, it could be good for your health. Added a fresh and clear feeling to the glass and use similar color from the table to give it more depth. This is the final step. They gently blend everything with a darker color and a white colored pencil. And you also add a short press what you like. It gives a nice finishing touch. How was it? I'm curious what kind of healthy meals you had today. Try making your own simple drawing and loose drawing too. Always remember it doesn't have to be perfect. We all need to learn up a little. What matters more than the result is who made it. It becomes a piece of art because you made it. So it is perfect.